Imagine being stalked in your own home by something that's causing you to have dreams, and you waking up in places that you're dreaming about or places that aren't your bed. Well, that is what tonight's true scary story is about. Tonight's submitter did tell me I could use her real name, and her real name is Jessie. This all happened back in 2016 when Jessie and her family moved into a 2-story house with her grandmother. Jessie's grandmother had told her that her husband had passed away in that house that they were living in, which was normal to Jessie because she had lived in houses like this before. One night, she was awoken by a strange noise. It sounded like a cane clicking across a wooden floor. But Jessie pays no mind to it because she figures that it's just her grandmother's husband's spirit. So the next day, she asks her grandmother, "Did your husband have a cane?" Which her reply was no. He only ever had an old wooden rocking chair that he would sit in, and from time to time, her grandmother would hear creaking of that wooden chair. But one night, it got louder, almost as if the chair was in her room. This freaked her out a little bit, so the next day she tells her grandmother, and her grandmother tells her, "It's okay, I've heard it too." That night, she has a dream. At least she thought it was a dream. There was a tall bookcase built into the wall where the stairs were, but there was a hidden door. She opened it. It was dark. It seemed to lead where the vent was that led to the living room. She went inside it because she felt like something was telling her to go inside of it. But then she had this strange feeling when she went inside, so she went back out again, and that is when she heard the cane again. Then she realized something. She was awake. She was standing there by the bookcase, awake. And that's when she saw it. A figure, a shadowy figure, peeking around the corner. It was tall and lanky with a grin ear to ear, a whitish yellow color. Its head was bigger than its body. It had long, lanky fingers and red, glowing eyes. It beckoned for her to come to it. This is what she said that it looked like. And then she walked back to her room, thinking to herself, she's never sleptwalked before. The next day, she told her grandmother. Her grandmother again told her not to worry. She tells her, "You're probably just dreaming. It's probably just a nightmare." But then when her cousin tells her that the same thing happened to her, then she got scared because she explained it the same way that it had happened to her. She said that it had also motioned for it to come towards her, and she also did not. The next day, they heard whispering coming from their room. It was beckoning for them to come to it.
Come here. Come here.
They ignored it. Later on, they were watching a show, and then they see it again, beckoning for them to come to it. Again, the same creature. So they ignored it again. Well, the next day, they go throughout their day, and then they go to sleep. Well, that night, they hear the whispering again, calling for them, and then the rocking chair. But there was no rocking chair in the living room anymore. Their parents and grandmother